welcome to CouchCapades. I'm your... Huh?
You seemed so confident. I was just like, you know what? He's confident.
I was.
I'm gonna let him go.
I was so freaking confident.
I'm not gonna try and call him out on anything. Hi guys, I'm Rose.
I'm your happy-go-lucky boy who, that's what I was trying to say, but that didn't happen. And my brain just stopped. I was like, nope, I guess I'm not saying that. I'm John. I am your disappointment and your love bunny all at the same time. What? Good morning, everyone. You never know what's gonna come out of John's mouth.
That is a true story.
I can only think of Brian just like slapping himself on the head like the disappointment. Like, I cannot believe he just said that.
You know, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened.
It's just probably just like, I can't believe I edit for these two. Why does he say things? I don't understand why he says things.
Again, Gregor! I'm as angry as the storm on the wall behind me. Can't you let us sleep in? Even my squirrel was asleep.
Not today.
Why?
Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Also, side note, Brian, I don't know. Can you pull from the last episode and see if that picture changed?
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while.
Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner.
He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had.
Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. I just discovered that on my Wikipedia page. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for food today.
I wish you would have said, I just learned that because my squirrel is a psychic.
Oh, you know, that would have been the better thing to do.
They haven't discussed...
My squirrel told me so, and I always believe my squirrel.
He's my furry little buddy.
And literally, I want to play this whole thing of like, no one sees the damn squirrel.
I noticed.
And just like, all of his stuff is just from the squirrel. And like, the squirrel has a psychic connection or is controlling Anatoly. I don't know.
Is it a Ratatouille situation?
It might be. I'm not sure.
It could be.
You really think it'll flood?
Thankfully, the cabin is on high ground. My squirrel pointed that out when we were driving up the hill.
There we go.
But that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. They might rise high enough that they get up to the cabin. My squirrel told me so.
It's always a possibility. Also, what's squirrel? So it can't hurt to be prepared.
Fred, you're losing it, Gregor.
Karen!
There's nothing to worry about.
Fred, I think Gregor's right, Karen.
Huh?
It won't hurt to prepare for the worst.
Huh.
I think she's right, Karen. And my squirrel thinks she's right, too. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. My squirrel tells me that all the time. Wise words from the squirrel.
Anatoly. Let's go out and prepare for the storm.
Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods, and it has better odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes, and I'll plot our route on some paper.
And he grabs the squirrel and just throws it. He's like, that's my map!
Oh, God.
Let me help, little guy.
I don't think you can. My squirrel's gonna point the direction.
Anatoly and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map.
We find out Anatoly doesn't know how to throw, so he just throws the squirrel against the window and just smacks. You're like, like, and then that's when everyone goes, "Oh my God, there has been a squirrel the whole time."
Mariah and Karen are still hanging around. Unfortunately, in life, you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. Which one would you like to talk to?
Mariah, mainly because I never mind. I was like,
John wants a voice.
I do. I want a voice, and I think they made you stay with Karen so you'd have that instant connection.
Yeah.
So
if you answered correctly.
If you answered correctly, yeah.
But no, it's still early in the game. I'm good with this. Mariah is paging through some of the books on the bookshelf. You walk over to her.
There's some great books here. Which one is your favorite? Save! Shit!
The romantic one, the crafting one, the scary one. I feel like with Mariah, the scary one.
Let's do it. Huh? I read the entire thing. Wasn't scary at all.
Well, damn it.
Very surface level horror. A cheap imitation of real horror.
You would know, Mariah.
Ending with a woman screaming? Does that even count as an ending?
What story are they talking about?
I don't know.
Okay. You tell her it's a prequel to another book.
You're kidding, right? I've lost all faith in authors. You know Frankenstein, right? I don't mean the 1931 film. I mean the book by Mary Shelley. It started with a boat around the North Pole. It definitely had more to say than the film. Or this book.
That's what I've heard. Mariah is judging your choice harshly. You're pretty sure she'll remember that. We have no bond with Mariah.
That happens.
Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. On that note, let's go ahead and save the game. Gregor, why are you blushing?
Hey, Peter. Can you cook something while we're out?
You nod.
Thank you. All right, everyone. We have a new route. Let's beat those rain clouds.
The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. Fred. Fred? What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. We only have one choice. Oh, we don't even have a choice. Huh? Radio? What's going on with that radio? You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this thing. You got the strange radio.
Video killed the radio star.
Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? Kitchen, bedroom, bathroom, basement. Do we have a reason to go to the basement now?
No, but didn't they say it was locked? I thought it said it was locked. Or did it say there's no reason to go in there?
There was no reason to go to the basement, but then Chompette said that the other Chompettes, or Cabbage said the other Chompettes were in the basement. Should we look at the bedroom?
Save real fast.
Oh, I can save. I wasn't sure if I would be able to. Should we try the basement real fast?
Yeah, let's try the basement real fast. Because like you said, now we have...
We have kind of a reason.
Agency. It's locked.
Your imagination runs wild staring at the basement door. Fred. Fred. You try opening and closing the deadbolt, just in case. You mill around until the others return. Okay.
Jesus, really?
Oh, let's go ahead and load the game.
Check the bedroom. Oh my God.
Sure. Fred. Poor Anatoly. Karen's snoring is so loud she even wakes you up sometimes. Anatoly must be running on fumes. Fred. Would he have the courage to wake her up, though?
Probably not.
Fred. Probably not.
Yeah, there we go.
You wait around for the others to return. Should I load? This gave us nothing.
Let's not.
Okay.
This is a very weirdly
paced
game. So let's just not and see what happens.
Mariah's back early today. Nobody else is with her.
Hey! The others are still looking for food outside. Anatoly found more berries.
Cool.
But nothing that'll feed all of us. Fred, please don't tell the others. But I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers and we won't have enough food, even with rationing, to at last if there's a big storm and if we get stuck.
And we get stuck here. Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management.
Can you try cooking with a little less this evening?
You nod.
Thank you. You've done such a great job with the meals so far.
Why do you look creepy?
I know what's happening. Yay! You're very sweet.
Is Mariah blushing a little bit? No. Fred! Mariah will remember that. Remember what? Your relationship is stronger.
I'm scared.
Cool?
Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime.
You nod.
Looking forward to it. Hey, you can hold cooking classes here someday.
Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. How dare they?
God, Karen just has bitch face.
Oh, she does.
Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries.
Cool. Jam is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? Can you say map? You shake your head sadly. Yikes.
Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring?
So anytime that people say turn that frown upside down, I think of the entire face turning upside down, so then you just end up with an upside down face. It's always been a very creepy look for me. I just thought you should know. This has been Rose's random ramblings.
Really?
Yeah, like if you're turning the frown upside down, then why not just turn the whole face upside down? So then your eyes are at the bottom, your forehead's at the bottom, then your eyes, then your nose, and then your mouth's on top. Like, it's creepy. Or like, even if it's just the mouth in that area and turning it upside down, then you still have nose, chin, then mouth. Like, that's almost worse. Then your mouth is like on your neck. Like, I don't even know how to deal with that.
This is what we're talking about right now. Not like the fact that you.
Yeah, like you just select that part of the face like in Photoshop and then just rotate it. It's a problem.
Okay, pushing aside the fact that yes, you are 100% correct on if you take the mouth, because the mouth is with chin, so you flip it upside down and it looks kind of weird.
It looks super weird.
I've never in my life of 35 years on this earth gone, you know what? It's really creepy. The phrase, turn that frown upside down. You're like,
it's a weird phrase.
Like, why? Well, I always think about turning the face upside down, which I'm sure people do. I've never thought of that because I'm just focusing on the frown, which is of the lips motion.
Or like, I always thought of like moving the frown all the way to the top of your head, so then your mouth's on your forehead, and that's just as weird.
You're a strange woman. I want you to know that.
I know.
You are. That is literally. I've never. This is one of the strangest things you've ever said to me. I want you to know that. I'm not. I don't know how to comprehend the words that are coming out of your mouth right now.
Look, my brain works in random ways, and this is why I don't share that very much.
Have you ever thought about putting the face on top and flipping?
What? It's weird.
It is weird. I'm just like, that is not the thing I think of when I hear turn that frown upside down.
Apparently I'm the only one.
Like,
guys, let us know in the comments. On the scale of 1 to insane, how strange is that? Also, let me know if you agree. I'm not smiling for you, Gregor.
Eek! You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, even a little purple poking out.
Sky at night.
I'm sorry?
Sky at right. Turn that frown upside down. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Da, 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 da. Red sky at night, sailor's delight. I read it, but I know it as sailor. Read it. Oh shit! Never mind. Shut up. Red sky in the morning. Scalers take warning.
Did you try to call them scalers?
Shut up. This shit is getting weird. So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow. That's awesome.
You're such an optimist, big guy. We must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sights. You can even see snow on the tips of the mountains. My legs hurt and my squirrel is exhausted.
Fred, that rumble sounded like a dying calf. There was a rumble?
There was if there
you
was,
look from person to person, trying to determine who it was. Probably would have been better if I hadn't turned off the voices.
Oh, either that or we just need to turn the volume on our TV.
Yeah, we probably could. Fred, it was definitely Mariah. Mariah! I'd recognize that sound from anywhere.
Ah! Guilty!
Mariah looked embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Fred. Except for you.
Because you don't know who the hell these people are.
Fred. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Ahem. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I?
Dust.
Try again, big guy.
Everyone is pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up.
I got it! Is it hunger?
Correct! Yeah, I was gonna guess that. But I felt that it was too obvious, so I couldn't say anything.
So, what's on the menu tonight, chef?
Cabbage, potatoes, raspberries, onion,
Bread.
and bread. I couldn't remember the fifth trumpet.
I had to. I was like, I think it's bread.
Bread and jam. You crush the berries in your small mortar. Why?
Because you keep that around.
There's a mortar and pestle?
All the time.
Spreading it on some crusty bread. Because it's Rachel Ray. Fred! You've cooked raspberry jam and bread. You totally didn't cook the bread, but that's fine.
The bread's a little tough. It's a little overproofed.
Underbaked.
Oh, it's me. Sorry. Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. In the mouth. But this homemade jam is to die for. Ha! Sorry. Fred? Fred? No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks.
Mariah.
Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal, but it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep.
I think we are actually going to die.
I think we might. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Everybody killed each other. Something is riding on your back. And it's becoming a nuisance.
It's Karen.
You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it.
It's not Karen.
You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in cool water.
Oh yeah, we got stabbed.
You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall to your knees.
Ow.
You lean back, trying to submerge the thing underneath the waters, but it won't drown. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream. You try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the current. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what it was on your back staring into your eyes. But you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh, God.
Okay, what? What?
Are we in a haunted cabin?
What?
In the middle of the woods?
That was odd.
Just a dream. Definitely just a dream.
Okay, so the picture's still the same.
Yes.
Wake up!
Hold on.
Yes.
We need to save.
We need to save, yes.
Yes. We'll just have Gregor right there. Gregor.
Gregor? Meet Gregor. Gregor, how are you doing, Gregor? Hi, I'm Gregor. How are you doing? Everyone wake up! Sorry, you were making strange noises in your sleep.
All of us?
What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up?
It woke me up. My squirrel, too. I tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud.
Ugh. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and goes back to bed. Also, if you're going to a remote cabin and you know that you're going to be there for a while, why would you only bring enough emergency rations for 2 days?
That's a great question. I'm not sure.
Like, I don't understand. Also, apparently they're only eating 1 meal a day.
Yeah.
Fred, except for you. You can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Fred. Karen's snoring is louder than a sawmill. Fred. You find it very loud and very distracting. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut.
What?
Anatoly sounds petrified.
What?
Let me just go ahead and
just
save
save
again.
Yep.
Let's just do this.
I looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters.
Looks like sailors take warning was more appropriate for today. Fred?
Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow?
Fred, you can't steal big guy's optimism, Karen.
Why the hell not? That's all he has going for him.
He's also good at chopping wood, though.
Ha ha ha. Knock it off, you two. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow? I give it a 27% chance of clearing up tomorrow. This has been your weather girl, Mariah. Double arigato!
Based on what?
I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room.
You read a farmer's almanac. Okay. Fred, sounds like you're stealing Anatoly's thunder. Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it?
Eek! Look, my squirrel didn't have time to read it, and I don't like reading. Couldn't make it past the cover.
Is that right?
Yes.
Fred.
That book, excuse me, that bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences.
Why are these people in a cabin in the woods?
Why let them sit there gathering dust?
Is it vacation? Are they researching things?
How did you arrive at a 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow?
It's easy. Take the time of the year, multiply the factor of...
Fred. Mariah begins to explain meteorology to you.
And then all of a sudden the sun comes out, and then there's a moon, and then you take this cat, you throw the cat in the water, the cat starts to scream. Depending on the frequency of the pitch of the scream tells you how long it's going to rain percentile-wise comparative to the circumference of this tomato.
She isn't dumbing any of this down. Definitely not talking about cats and tomatoes. Why would she do that?
So the first thing you need to understand is...
Minutes of explanation feel like hours. Fred, you look over at Anatoly.
And then you find out that it was Luke Skywalker's father!
He's listening intently to Mariah. Fred. So intently, he hasn't blinked yet. Fred. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Fred. Nobody claps.
And that's when you find out that Super Mario 2 was all a dream.
Tough crowd.
Mariah, that was... Oh, inspiring.
And don't forget, the cake was a lie.
My squirrel loved it too.
You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay.
I didn't understand a word of it.
Yeah.
Anatoly turns to you.
Anyway, there's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions.
I believe in you.
Fred. Me too.
Fred!
It looks like we have enough leftover berries for more bread and raspberry jam.
I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread.
Everyone laughs. Except for you. Fred. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. You know, like you do.
That old hat.
You get out some crusty bread and get to work making some more jam. Fred. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check in on the Chompettes. It's about time. Let's go check in on them.
Hello! Don't worry. As leader of the Chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us.
That big guy would try to eat me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us.
Fred?
Are your plans going awry? I got another cornbread classic for you.
Oh, yay.
Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down?
No.
No? Her business is now toast.
Oh my god. That one's been done to death. Do you know how raspberry and milk were introduced? You tell her no. Raspberry milk shake! You let out an audible groan.
Did Cornbread teach you that one?
Nope. Wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible pun.
Fred? It was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win the annual Chompette Comedian competition this year.
Comedian?
Comedian?
Nice.
It should be comedy, but whatever. Comedian.
But it wasn't even comedian.
No, it was not.
That's what made it even better.
I was like,
I'm the comedian here, bitches.
Of course. Not while I'm here.
I won't choke on stage this year.
Isn't that every year, Brad? We still talk about that closing line, Brad. You're still going to do great this year. Brad. Anyways, don't ever think of eating us if you're hungry.
Don't even think.
Don't even think, sorry.
Chompettes stick together through thick and thin. Plus, we're completely molded by now. Rain or shine.
Feast or famine?
Fred. Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line, we're locking you up again.
Whoa.
Fred, life or death? That's right. Chompettes, move out.
How?
It's cooking time.
How? The Chompettes somehow managed to close the drawer on themselves. Good job, guys. You bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room.
I'm very happy that my Monokuma voice is cabbage right now.
I
Very,
figured
very
you
happy
would
with
be.
that.
Karen interrupts you as you bring in the food. Took you long enough? Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left in the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread. Fred. Oh.
Karen is right.
Fred. What the hell is the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. You think this is enough for 5 of us? Fred.
Whoa, wait. We can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left.
Gregor's right. Anatoly, will mold spores give us food poisoning?
I'm no scientist. Sorry, my squirrel doesn't know.
Let's pick off as much mold as we can. We can't leave with the floodwaters, so this will have to last us another day.
Jeez. Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart their piece like a pack of wolves. Fred. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat it in one bite. Fred. He looks like a duck eating bread.
Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine.
What?
Okay.
Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until this storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we give it a chance, if we just give it a chance.
Anatoly, where are you getting this information from?
One of the books about the climate here. Books on the bookshelf about the climate here.
You're illiterate, so that definitely is a lie.
Are we watching Descent into Madness?
Are we in the same game?
I don't know.
I can't tell.
I've seen him reading. Little guy's been studying.
I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he wants us to think that he's smart. But I can tell he's just staring at the page, faking it.
What do you think?
Anatoly doesn't know his weather conditions from a hole in the ground. Karen is correct. Anatoly can read. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Do we want to anger Karen?
I don't know. You should save.
Should we anger Karen?
Should we find out next time?
You know, we might.
Let's do that. Come back tomorrow. Oh, no, that's not, no, my bad.
Come back next time.
Next time, we're going to keep on going, figure out if Anatoly can read or not. Peace out, potatoes.
Bye!
Kiss this game, man.
I don't know.